When you first look at the RedMagic 10 Pro and RedMagic 11 Pro, they both seem like absolute beasts, practically a gaming computer that fits in your hand. We're talking about AMOLED displays running at 144 Hz, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, Snapdragon processors from the Elite 8 series, and everything built around heavy 5G gaming. But then the real question comes up. Is it actually worth paying more for the 11 Pro? Or does the 10 Pro already deliver everything you need? If this video showed up for you, that's no coincidence. Maybe you play Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, or Fortnite for hours. You want the highest performance possible, but at the same time, you don't want to waste money on details you'll barely notice day to day. Today, I'm going to explain clearly and honestly what truly changes between the RedMagic 10 Pro and RedMagic 11 Pro. Things like performance during long sessions, heat management, display quality, battery life, headphone jack, and the overall experience in gaming, movies, series, and daily use. Before we start the comparison, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. It really helps me keep bringing this kind of content. Also, comment below which phone you prefer or which one you're using right now and how your experience has been. That feedback helps a lot of people who are also deciding. And of course, all the Amazon links will be in the video description, so you can check each phone's current price, see if there are any promotions, and decide which one makes the most sense for your budget and playstyle. Both follow the same philosophy. They're gaming smartphones with aggressive design, large AMOLED displays around 6.8 inches, 144 Hz refresh rate, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage. They were built to run heavy 5G games without breaking a sweat. The RedMagic 10 Pro is the 2024 model, powered by a Snapdragon 8 Elite processor, Android 15, active cooling, and several gamer-focused features like shoulder triggers and extremely high touch sampling rates. The RedMagic 11 Pro evolves that idea, featuring the newer generation Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, the same 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage, a slightly larger 6.85-inch AMOLED display, and the same extreme focus on performance, but with added efficiency and refinement in overall experience. So the big question remains, is it worth paying extra for the 11 Pro? Or does the 10 Pro already give you everything you need? Let's be real, when it comes to raw performance, both are monsters. On the RedMagic 10 Pro, with the Snapdragon 8 Elite, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage, you can play Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG, Fortnite, eFootball, and basically any other demanding game available today at high graphics with stable frame rates. Once you activate RedMagic's own performance modes, it's clear this phone was designed for gaming first and everything else second. On the RedMagic 11 Pro, what changes is the refinement. The newer generation Snapdragon 8 Elite and improved software optimization make the phone slightly more efficient. During very long sessions, with maximum brightness and 144 Hz enabled, it tends to maintain stable FPS for longer while managing heat a bit better. This isn't a you can't game on the 10 Pro, but you can on the 11 Pro situation. Both are excellent. But if you're the type of gamer who spends hours straight in Genshin, Honkai, or Battle Royale matches with everything maxed out, the 11 Pro holds up a bit more comfortably under marathon sessions. From my 5 days of testing both, neither one froze or lagged in heavy games. What really changes is how much headroom they seem to have when you start multitasking, recording your screen, running Discord in the background, playing music and gaming all at once. In that scenario, both perform very closely, and both are impressively stable. The RedMagic 10 Pro features a 6.8-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 2688 by 1216 pixels, 144 Hz refresh rate, and a pixel density of 429 pixels per inch. That means sharp images, strong colors, and deep blacks. For movies and series on streaming apps, it delivers an immersive experience with strong contrast and defined detail. For sports, like watching football matches or next year's World Cup, the 144 Hz rate keeps motion buttery smooth. The camera pans across the field with no distracting blur, and you can clearly see the details of uniforms, grass, and crowd. On YouTube, 4K videos, gameplay, and tech reviews look crisp and pleasant to watch even up close. The RedMagic 11 Pro comes with an AMOLED display that's slightly larger, at 6.85 inches, with roughly 1.5K resolution and the same 144 Hz refresh rate. The feeling is similar, but with a bit more immersion due to the larger size. For those who love watching series in bed, movies on public transport, or live matches on their phone, the 11 Pro gives a bit more of that full-screen experience without losing sharpness. In practice, both are excellent for multimedia. If you're particularly sensitive to brightness or contrast differences, the 11 Pro holds a small advantage. But it's not something that will change most people's experience. Both are easily powerful enough for Netflix, Prime Video, Disney, YouTube, and following the World Cup comfortably without wishing for a TV. Here, the RedMagic 10 Pro has an important advantage. It still includes a 3.5mm headphone jack. For gamers using wired headsets, whether for competitive play or watching content, that's a real benefit. You just plug in and play without adapters or Bluetooth latency concerns. The RedMagic 11 Pro takes a more modern approach, focusing on Bluetooth and USB Type-C. For those already using wireless or USB-C headsets, it's no issue. But if you have a great wired headset and plan to keep it, the 10 Pro gives you that extra convenience. In connectivity, both offer full 5G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS support. So for use in Europe or online gaming over mobile networks, they behave nearly the same. Both were designed to handle intense gaming. So battery focus isn't just about capacity. It's about how the system behaves under load. The RedMagic 10 Pro, with a large battery and an 80-watt charger, easily lasts a full day of mixed use. Social media, messaging, streaming, photos, and gaming sessions. If you game heavily, you'll likely need a top-up in the late afternoon, but the fast charging makes up for it. A short charge gives you plenty of extra time. Its cooling system already includes an internal fan and hardware designed to keep the chip in check. During long sessions of Genshin or Honkai, it does heat up, but within normal limits for a gaming flagship. The RedMagic 11 Pro feels like RedMagic fine-tuned that balance. The battery remains strong, charging is still extremely fast, and the cooling system was adjusted to better handle the newer Snapdragon. In real-world use, mixing streaming, social media, and long gaming sessions, the 11 Pro tends to heat up slightly less and throttle less over extended playtime. Across my 5 days with both, neither suffered from aggressive throttling that ruined gameplay. The 11 Pro just inspires a bit more confidence if you truly push it to the limit daily. Honestly, nobody buys a RedMagic primarily for the camera, but that doesn't mean they're bad. The RedMagic 10 Pro features a 50-megapixel main sensor on the back, supported by additional secondary cameras, and a 16-megapixel front camera. In daylight, it captures sharp images with strong colors and enough dynamic range for city landscapes, food shots, travel photos, and selfies. At night, the dedicated night mode handles noise reasonably well for a gaming phone. For stories, Instagram, TikTok, and travel photos, it delivers more than the basics. The RedMagic 11 Pro follows the same philosophy, also using a 50-megapixel main camera and a front camera designed for selfies and streaming. The difference lies more in processing and software refinement than in raw specs. Under good lighting, it produces slightly more balanced contrast and color. At night, it remains a gamer phone with a decent camera, not a photography-focused flagship. For video, both record in 4K with good stabilization for casual use. You can easily film gameplay commentary, vlogs, travel clips, or content for reels and shorts without issue. If you want the absolute best in photography, these aren't the phones for that. But if your priority is gaming, and the camera just needs to be good enough, both handle that perfectly fine. Both devices are large and heavy, which is part of their gamer identity. The RedMagic 10 Pro has a 6.8-inch display and weighs about 229 grams. The 11 Pro is similar in weight, with a slightly larger 6.85-inch screen. In hand, the feeling is almost identical. These are phones that fill your grip and are meant to be used with both hands. If you have large hands or thicker fingers, you'll probably like this format a lot. There's plenty of space for virtual controls, the triggers are well positioned, and you can hold the phone securely in landscape mode for gaming or watching content. If you have smaller hands, both the 10 Pro and 11 Pro will feel quite large for one-handed use. Quick texting on the go is fine, but real comfort comes with two-handed use or resting the phone on a table, sofa, or car mount. The 11 Pro, with its slightly larger screen, gives even more of a pocket tablet vibe. Great for immersion, but it does require some care with ergonomics. Both run Android with RedMagic's gamer-focused interface, packed with shortcuts for performance modes, fan control, trigger configuration, and screen customization. During my 5-day tests with each, I didn't experience any serious bugs. No crashes, no game interruptions, no unexpected shutdowns. Animations remained fluid, apps opened quickly, and games ran without issues. However, it's worth mentioning the common reports from long-term users. On the RedMagic 10 Pro, some people have noticed minor notification glitches, occasional app compatibility issues, and small bugs after certain updates, along with stronger heat generation in specific scenarios. On the RedMagic 11 Pro, there are also isolated reports of the internal fan becoming noisier over time, minor interface bugs, and software tweaks that the brand continues to fix through updates. I personally didn't encounter any of these issues during shorter tests, but it's important to mention them so you know what to expect. If you prefer a clean, minimalist experience similar to stock Android, you might find RedMagic's interface a bit busy. But if you appreciate dedicated gaming tools, in-game overlays, and customization options, you'll feel right at home. So, which RedMagic is the better buy in 2025? The 10 Pro or the 11 Pro? When you put everything on the scale, the difference isn't huge. Both offer massive performance, excellent screens, strong battery life, and complete gaming features. The 11 Pro is an evolution, not a revolution. Here's how I'd put it. If you want to save some money, value the 3.5mm headphone jack. Play a lot but not 6 hours straight every day. The RedMagic 10 Pro is still an outstanding choice. It continues to deliver exceptional performance at a price that's usually much more attractive during sales or Black Friday. If you're the kind of gamer who pushes everything to the limit, long sessions, max settings, top-tier cooling, a slightly larger screen, and the latest Snapdragon for longevity, the RedMagic 11 Pro makes more sense. It's the model for those who want the absolute top of RedMagic's gaming line and are willing to pay a little extra for it. And if your priority isn't only gaming but also watching movies, series, following the World Cup on your phone, watching a lot of YouTube, and still having a smartphone for work and daily life, both will serve you well. The 11 Pro just offers a little more comfort and stability across all those experiences. If this comparison helped you decide, let me know in the comments which one you choose and why. And if you already own a RedMagic 10 Pro or 11 Pro, share your long-term experience below. It really helps others who are still deciding. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like so I can keep bringing honest comparisons like this one.